You step into someone's home, and instantly, something feels different. The air feels lighter. The space feels open. Clean lines. Clear surfaces. Almost nothing on the counters. And without realizing why, you feel calmer just standing there. Now think about your own space. A closet bursting at the seams. A desk you haven't seen the surface of in weeks. Things everywhere, yet peace nowhere. So what separates people who thrive with less from those who feel trapped by their own possessions? The answer isn't just taste or discipline. It's psychology. Let's break it down. 1. High need for cognitive closure. Minimalists tend to score high on what psychologists call need for cognitive closure. In simple terms, their brains crave clarity, structure, and resolution. When a space is cluttered, the brain doesn't see stuff. It sees unfinished tasks. That pile of mail? Unresolved responsibility. Clothes on the chair? A decision postponed. Random objects on the desk? Mental noise. Each item adds a tiny cognitive burden. Research shows that people drawn to minimalism experience lower anxiety in simplified environments. Their brains literally function better when there's less visual chaos. This is why some people feel energized by collections, while others feel suffocated by the same room. The difference isn't preference. It's neurological. 2. Internal locus of control. Minimalists usually have what psychologists call an internal locus of control. They believe their life outcomes are shaped by their own actions, not by external forces. Think about advertising. Someone with an external locus of control believes the right purchase will change their life. The right phone. The right clothes. The right aesthetic. Minimalists resist this pull. They think, I create happiness through my actions, not through what I buy. Studies on consumer behavior show minimalists are less influenced by trends and social pressure. They buy based on actual need, not comparison. Owning less means managing less. And managing less reinforces a deep sense of autonomy. 3. Lower materialism, higher experiential values. Psychologist Tim Kaiser's research shows that materialism is often linked to insecurity and lower well-being. When people chase possessions, they're often trying to fill psychological gaps. Validation. Status. Identity. Minimalists usually don't rely on objects to define who they are. Studies by Van Boven and Gilovich reveal something powerful. Experiences create longer-lasting happiness than material purchases. Minimalists intuitively understand this. They'd rather invest in travel, learning, relationships, or time, instead of accumulating things. Their identity isn't built on what they own, but on what they do and who they connect with. 4. Sensitivity to environmental overstimulation. Around 20% of people are highly sensitive to sensory input. For them, clutter isn't just messy. It's overwhelming. Every object competes for attention. Every surface adds visual noise. Brain imaging studies show that visual clutter activates the stress response. Minimalists often belong to the group whose brains react more intensely to environmental chaos. That's why minimalism rarely stops at possessions. It extends to schedules, commitments, daily routines. They aren't just creating clean spaces. They're designing calm lives. 5. Future-oriented time perspective. Minimalists typically think long-term. When considering a purchase, they don't just ask, do I want this? They ask, will I still want this in a year? Where will it live? What happens when I move? Psychologists call this a future-oriented time perspective. Research shows that people with this mindset save more money, maintain healthier habits, and avoid impulsive decisions. Minimalism fits perfectly into this pattern. It's the result of repeatedly choosing long-term simplicity over short-term desire. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. And it isn't a trend. It's a natural fit for certain minds. Minds that crave order, value autonomy, seek meaning through experiences, and think carefully about the future. And if minimalism doesn't appeal to you, that's okay. Some brains thrive on variety. Some find comfort in abundance. The real lesson is this: understand your psychology and design a life that works with it, not against it. If you enjoyed this video, the next one will take this idea even deeper. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.